From the Norman Adrian Wiggins School of Law at Campbell University, we present Money Masters. And today we're going to look at our new show, Startup Masters, where we take a look at the latest and greatest technology from all over the world. Hi, I'm your host, Nick Palavita, and along with our co-host...
Hi, I'm Kimberly Calhoun, and we are going to share with you some of the wonderful interviews that we had with showstoppers in Las Vegas this year.
Hello, I'm Kimberly Calhoun and welcome to Money Masters, and we're here this week trying out our new TV show, Startup Masters, and we're at CES in Las Vegas. What better place to come to than CES to see all the inspiring, wonderful technology that's being engineered in this day and time. And with me today I have Mark, who has one of the most unique ideas I have seen in a long time, and a beautiful piece of jewelry. Hello, Mark.
Hello,
welcome to Money Masters. So, Mark, please share with us what you have. I mean, this is so cool. I'm excited about it.
Thank you so much, Kimberly. Well, what we have here is a beautiful ring that replaces your computer mouse. So that means as soon as you touch any kind of surface with your index finger, the mouse pointer follows you magically. So it's really great because you can also do left click, for example, with the index finger. Just tap on any kind of surface, on your desk, for example. When you want to do the right click, you just click with your finger. Scrolling is also possible with the two fingers moving at the same time, as well as many other stuff that you know from touchpad or your mouse. And this is all packaged in a beautiful ring.
It's so cute. I love it. And look how small, and that's a mouse. What inspired this, Mark?
Well, actually, I don't like computers. Even though I'm an engineer, I don't like them because they're so complicated that they don't look beautiful. And I thought, well, we can do that better because our long-term vision is not only a beautiful mouse, it's in fact how we want to change how we interact with computers, how we use them. Because we think we should only have beautiful things in front of us, not those technical things, those computers. And this is the first step, the mouse. But long term, we want to go into the augmented reality space. That's the space where we have those glasses on that look like just regular glasses, but you can integrate their screen. And for those screens, for those glasses, we need kind of a mouse. Like we invented the mouse for the desktop, like 50 years ago.
Right.
We need another mouse for those augmented reality glasses. This is going to be the ring.
And you wear it on your finger. It's so small and simple.
Yes.
Nothing complicated. Does it have power to it? Is it Bluetooth?
Absolutely. It's Bluetooth energy. So that means that you can connect to any kind of laptop or desktop without installing any software. It's just click, accept the ring, and start working. Nothing to install. It's really easy.
I know this is going to sound goofy, but could it be something we integrate with our phones too? Because sometimes that phone can be very difficult to work with our fingers.
Good question, actually. You can integrate it with your Android phone. So that
really?
Means, yeah, it works totally.
The Android phone?
Any kind of Android phone,
wow.
You can integrate it. So you have the mouse pointer and it's just working like with desktop.
Oh my God.
No difference. Really.
So the Android phone is set and ready to go.
Yes.
So tell me, I mean, it's a cute piece of jewelry. I would buy it for just a fun piece of jewelry to wear. Can I try it on?
Sure.
Here, I'll let you put it on.
There you go. Actually, to make the fit really great for the fingers, we have 12 different sizes.
Oh, wow.
So you can choose from those 12 different sizes to fit it perfectly.
And this is all you do. And if we had a computer and it was hooked up to a computer, which we'll do, we'll show the viewers how this works.
Sure.
Then all I have to do is just tap.
Exactly.
And that's my left.
As soon as you touch the surface, the mouse pointer is going to follow you.
Okay. Oh, wow. And then I can do my scrolling and moving.
Scrolling is like with two fingers up and down.
Which we'd have to do nowadays. On,
exactly, touchpads.
Yeah, the touchpads you have to use the two fingers.
Exactly, yeah.
So
no difference there.
And is that some of how you came up with the technology, was using what they use in the touchpad? Is that how that came about?
Yes. Well, our goal is that you don't have to learn anything new. Because learning, well, it's hard, you know.
Right, don't complicate
it. Yeah, exactly. We want to have easy stuff around. And so it was really important that you don't need to learn anything new. So just copy what's there, what you know, what we know, what everybody knows. Here we go. It's all in the ring.
Yes, and so for the viewers, is it available now?
It's going to be available in summer 2019.
Okay, so we have a working prototype?
Exactly, yeah. We're going to show it tomorrow, the first time in public. It's really exciting.
So you're like announcing it.
Absolutely.
Your first release.
Absolutely.
This is exciting.
So
excited. You're with Showstoppers.
Yes.
And that's exciting in itself because that means you made the top 12 pick of their startup shows.
You say it, yeah, it's totally amazing.
Wow.
12 best is
I
like,
know.
whoa. Actually, we have worked on it for four years, and it's now coming to reality. It's really
4 years you've been working on this.
There's a lot of technology in there that you don't see. We also want to hide it because technology shouldn't be in the front.
Right.
But there is a lot of machine learning or artificial intelligence in there.
Exactly. Do you have employees?
Yes, actually we are 3 co-founders. And the 3 of us are full-time involved in the company, and many are part-time involved in the company.
Okay. And you've raised money for this?
Yes, our own money actually.
Oh,
it's all self-funded.
It's all bootstrapped.
Yeah, it's all bootstrapped.
Now, see
totally true.
I want to tell the viewers that is the best way to do your company is if you could get it to launch point bootstrap, you're on your way. That is awesome.
Yeah.
So when you supposedly release this to the public, are you doing it through some sort of crowdsource, or are you going to...
Totally.
Okay.
How could you guess? Yeah. Actually, right now,
So
crowdfunding is running.
So which one?
It's on Indiegogo. We already hit our goal, 50,000, and we want to go, of course, much further than that.
Okay, so how did you come up with the name?
Padrone. Padrone is Italian and means boss or the patron of the family. Because we want
Padrone,
the
boss.
The boss. Because we want you to boss your tech stuff. With the ring, you should really kind of be the boss of everything that is around you, and just it should follow you, and not you should follow the tech stuff. So
if you're wearing the ring, you're the boss.
You are the boss.
I love it. I'm gonna have to get one of these. Okay. Yes. So does it? Will it come in different colors in the future?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's a jewelry piece, so we need to have different designs.
Accentuate.
Totally.
Black is classic, goes
Whoa,
with everything.
Look at this nice jewelry.
I need something to kind of go with,
exactly.
my other technology too.
Absolutely.
Right?
I mean, we want to integrate different colors, different materials. Of course, we want to have gold, silver, etc. That's the path to go. So
you pre-orders now through Indiegogo.
Yes.
And how is that going for you right now?
It's great. Actually, we just hit our goal of 50,000, and now we just go on.
So how much does a beautiful piece of jewelry like this cost you?
It's for early adopters. That means that it's a price point that is a bit higher than usual.
That's fine.
Jewelry. It's at $199.
Oh, that's not bad. Girls spend way more than that. Trust me.
Yes, of course.
So,
we know.
That's not bad. Valentine's Day is coming up, guys, or there's always all kinds of other occasions. Yeah. But this isn't just a ring; it's a tool.
Absolutely, it's a nice jewelry. Plus, it's something you can use.
Right.
And there's also an engraving, for example, you can have. So if you like to have your name,
a monogram.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
you can have that for $2.99.
So you can customize your mouse that you're going to wear. So
exactly. You can have the engraving inside the ring.
Is there a battery in here, or does it recharge?
Absolutely, there's a battery in there. It's going to be charged with wireless charging. So you just put in a charger, and it charges overnight.
So is the charger like a jewelry case?
Exactly. It looks pretty much like that. Absolutely. Yeah.
That is awesome. So when a guy comes and opens up a jewelry case and gives you a ring, you know he really loves you.
Yes.
Because he's making you the boss.
Yeah. There we go.
See, I got this.
Can we hire you for marketing?
Absolutely, I'm available.
Oh, great.
Mark, this is so exciting. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you for sharing with Money Masters your great invention. And we look forward to seeing you at the next booth here at CES. Thank you.
Wow, that Padrone is really cool. You don't need a mouse anymore. You use your finger.
Just your finger, that's right. Isn't that fabulous?
Yeah.
It's a magic ring.
It's a magic ring.
My precious.
Kim, it's a Padrone. What does a Padrone mean anyway?
Padrone is Italian for the boss, just like a godfather.
Oh, it's the boss, right. Now,
that's right. You're the boss
really
of your
cool.
computer.
And you saw that on Showstoppers?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
And you know what? That was great. Mm-hmm. But coming up next is the winner at the Showstoppers.
The winner?
Yeah, the winner at Launch It. And I think you're really going to like this one called Moasure. It doesn't sound very exciting, but you can measure through the walls.
Wow, the winner at Showstoppers. Coming up next. Got to take a look at this one.
You have to see this.
And I have here with me today the founders of Moasure, Alan and Mo. So is the the company named after you, Mo?
No, it's not.
So let's get started here and share with the viewers a little bit about the word Moasure.
Okay, the word Moasure comes from motion and measure. What we've developed is a completely revolutionary new type of motion-based measuring device to replace the tape measure and the spirit level.
So it's motion and measure, and you use motion to do the accurate measuring. That's what we're doing. We're doing precise measurement. Is that correct?
That's correct, yes.
So how did this idea come about?
Well, it was a problem I was trying to solve 16 years ago. I wanted to drill a hole through a very, very thick wall, and I needed to drill from both sides, and I wanted to know how to line up. I was trying to work out how to line up the drill holes so they would meet in the middle.
Because this doesn't work.
No, that's what you exactly.
Exactly.
And
it would be like this.
And in the end, I came up with the idea of I want to have a device that I can take from one side of the wall, walk along through the door, and come back to the other side of the wall, and it would line up to exactly the same point. And I worked out this is what we needed, was a motion-based measuring tool to do that. And I waited 16 years for the tech to catch up. And I started the business full-time 4 years ago when I thought, I think the tech is just about there.
Isn't that irritating? You got this great idea, Star Trek, generation idea, but you had to wait until the technology caught up with you. So tell me exactly what technology was that you managed to get this working?
Right. So the way it works is Moasure uses motion sensors, so accelerometers, gyros, and magnetometers, to measure its own movement in 3 dimensions. Now, the technology 16 years ago was very big, very expensive. I mean, the sensors would have been $5,000 to $10,000 to do this. With the advent of the smartphone and putting accelerometers and gyros in the smartphone, that cost has come down to dollars. So now we can afford to make a consumer and a professional-grade product out of what is basically, it is rocket science. It's the same technology they use to guide rockets.
Oh, it is rocket science.
It really
Isn't that great? We're actually working with something. I mean, we always say, oh, it's science. This is rocket science. I mean, because you're taking 3 elements and probably 3 different kinds of sensors and applying them and utilizing some artificial intelligence.
There's a lot of very advanced mathematics involved in taking the data from those sensors and correcting for any errors in the sensors and to then calculate what
Syncing them.
exactly, and to calculate the accurate measurement. And Moasure can measure in ways that we can't currently measure. So the concept of measuring distance and level at the same time, instead of having to hold a tape measure and spirit level and try and do.
Oh, that's irritating. I know. She's dropping the leveler, you got to get the measuring tape just right. You miss the line up by 1/4 of an inch and you're messed up and have to start over.
Whereas with Moasure, it'll actually do both of those measurements simultaneously.
Oh goodness, so you got the sensors, they're tiny, aren't they?
They are, hardly see.
And I see how much does it weigh. Oh wow. So where are you from?
We're from the UK, in the Midlands of the UK, near Warwick.
So do you have a patent on this?
We do.
So this is your partner in measuring Ryan?
Yes, indeed.
Mo. So Mo, how did you get involved?
So I joined relatively recently, about 4 months ago after myself and Alan spoke recently about how revolutionary the technology is. So it was so exciting for me that I had to just come on board because I really see this as the future of measuring.
I do too, and it looks like a tape measure, doesn't it? It's got the little button. So you got little cases. Show me an example of how you would do a measurement.
Okay, so
I mean, could we do something like this, and if there was a wall between us?
For example, let me just measure across.
Okay, let's do that.
I'll tell you what, I'll measure across here, for example. So
That's a
basically,
difficult measurement.
it would be normally, but so we have a Bluetooth link from the device to the phone.
Okay.
And we have an app on the phone. So basically, if we wanted to measure the width of this chair, we would basically start over here, lining this up with the outside edge, and then simply move it over to the outside edge there, and that's all we do.
So,
that's taking the measurement.
Just That one movement.
Yeah. And if there's an obstacle in the way, unlike with a laser distance measure, you simply walk around the obstacle and it measures through the obstacle just as if it wasn't there.
So are you tapping it when you start the measurement?
Well, you start the measurement on the phone at this point.
So you tap something?
You say start measurement, and then it'll finish the measurement automatically.
Almost like a mini GPS.
Except it doesn't use GPS. So
Right.
it works indoors as well as outdoors.
But it's using motion
Yes.
rather than a GPS. But it's just
Rather
like
than
a
GPS,
GPS.
or rather than AR-based. We have these AR-based measuring apps, and they're convenient on your phone, but this is much more accurate than AR-based measuring apps.
Absolutely. So in that motion, can you do circumference, not just a
We
straight
can
line?
do, yes. So, for example, taking this table, normally if you wanted to measure that with a tape measure, you'd have to estimate where the diameter is, and hopefully you get it correct. But with Moasure, we simply line it up with the outside edge here. In fact, I'm doing it wrong way. We put it on this edge.
Okay.
Any 3 points on the circle, and that will calculate out the diameter.
So you don't have to do 3, you don't have to
For
do
a
the
circle,
full.
yeah, just
Okay.
And it doesn't have to be all the way around.
Wow.
But it can also measure irregular shapes just as easily. So if I had I don't know what, but if I wanted to know the area of my grass, my lawn in the back garden, but it's all curved, then I just walk around the perimeter of the grass using Moasure, and it'll calculate the area. So I know, for example, how much fertilizer to put on.
Oh, wow.
Something I have actually done at home.
I mean, that's helpful. I mean, I would love to have something like that because I just kind of wing it. Like, you know, I just go, I think it's this, and I go buy 10 bags, and there you are, and I got too many, right? So let me take a look at this. It's very sturdy and durable, so construction rugged.
It's totally sealed. It's drop tested to 2 meters or 6 feet onto concrete.
Oh, wow.
So
Construction grade.
we've tried to make it indestructible.
So, you know, so what's your market space for this? I mean, we're all startups here, and so this is a good conversation to lead into. What kind of market space?
We see that there are 3 market opportunities for Moasure. So firstly, we've got tradespeople and DIYers. In fact, 1 in every home as the technology becomes more affordable. The second market is that there's significant market for businesses that have employees working in the field measuring in 2D and 3D. So they might be measuring for carpets, for example. There could be property surveyors, appraisers, even stairlift manufacturers, for example. And for Moasure, what Moasure will do for all of them is significantly reduce the time it takes you to do that whilst reducing hours. So it means they achieve significantly more jobs per day, which is crucial for businesses, obviously. And then the third area we see is to integrate our technology into other applications. If you just imagine having a drill, that as you drill and finish drilling, it tells you how deep you drilled into the wall.
And it leaves it on your phone.
And it displays it on the drill.
Display it on the drill.
If we integrate the technology into
I'm not
the drill.
even thinking the drill. I'm just saying, okay, you just drilled it and it puts it on your phone. So
No,
it's on the
literally
drill.
as you drill, so it says I've just drilled in there 3/4 of an inch, and then it tells you, accurately guides you to where the next hole is. So it shows you, right, now drill the next hole here, and then move on. And all that's built in because you've got this motion measure built into a power drill.
You know, this sounds ridiculous. You got your hand like this. I'm wondering, can you do this for guns too? Maybe? Figure out your line of sight.
No, I don't think so.
Maybe in the future, right?
Oh, I'm not sure about that.
Well, there's
Because
lots
there's
of,
all-
the drill's one of the applications, but once the sensors in a phone itself can get better, and the phone can do the measuring. So
Right.
we actually have an app that uses the sensors in your
So
phone.
you can do that.
You can do it right now. Our app's free to download
This is an app.
for CES.
This is absolutely amazing. You're not messing with the tape that keeps pulling, eventually breaks rust on you. It's easy to use. It's
Very.
light. Somebody as messy as me, I'm not going to be making a mess out of my tape measure. I've got 3 at home, by the way, because I'm always misplacing one. But so, what's the price of these?
Well,
On the market.
At the moment, we're taking pre-orders at $149.
Are you Indiegogo, Kickstarter?
On Indiegogo and on our website, yes.
Okay.
And last year we've taken over 2,500 pre-orders so far.
Wow, that's impressive. Was that a campaign?
Yes. Yeah.
And how much is it?
$149.
That's
a pre-order price.
Right.
Our retail price will be probably about $249.
Are you self-funded?
We have external investors in the business, and so we've got equity investment.
So that's awesome. I mean, and you're here at CES. Is this your first time in the United States?
It's certainly not my first time in the US. It is my first time here at CES. It's very exciting.
Okay. And then you, Mark?
So I've been coming to CES as a visitor for a few years. So in my previous business, but now it's our first time representing Moasure.
So you understood the value of bringing this product here.
Absolutely.
You knew exactly what to do.
Really excited about it.
I mean, this is the first place I tell people to go with that any idea that they have.
Exactly.
And so were you part of the unveiling last night?
No, but we are in the final of launching, which is later on today as well.
Congratulations! Yes, the competition today, and you made it in the 12.
Yeah, final
Right
12. So we're really proud to be just in the 12. So it's an excellent business.
Well, you know, win or lose that, you won.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot of exposure.
Yeah.
And you've got a lot of exposure here. You've already made sales, which is impactive in itself. And there's just, I mean, so many other things that you can do. You've got your distributors started. Have you?
Yeah, we're collecting a lot of interest from people who want to. Can't name them all yet, but they're all really exciting. They're all exciting opportunities. But our focus right now is to get the product to our backers as soon as possible. So we've got a lot of backers and we want to shoot this in February.
So can you say that again? I want the viewers to hear that, because this is an educational program too.
Okay.
And I want people to understand we have to get things back to the people that invest in us.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's your first action, right?
Before anybody else.
Right. You need to pay back the people that help you get to.
They believed in us, so we have to give it to them. So they're
that is a
focus
very
right
impactful statement.
Absolutely.
An investor has to believe in you before they invest in you. They're not going to otherwise. So you have a lot of passion, a lot of energy. I love the shirts, guys. Moasure. Moasure. I like that measurement, but I still think it's kind of like a name. And I've really enjoyed our conversation. Is there anything else you would like to share with the viewers?
Well, I think if you want to
campaign?
experience Moasure, download our app. The app's available in the App Store today, so if you search for Moasure, you can download our app and you can experience motion measuring on your own phone. It won't be as accurate as a Moasure 1 because the sensors in your phone aren't as accurate, but it's a great way to experience Moasure and understand our technology.
Okay, so did you hear that, viewers? All you have to do if you want to test drive this now is download the app Moasure, and you're doing a campaign. And it's on
Indiegogo. It's also on our website, www.moasure.com.
Okay, that's easy to remember. And thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining us. I appreciate it.
And that does it for this episode of Money Masters. Along with Showstoppers, we bring you the latest and greatest technology. And Kim?
And if you want to see more about all of these interviews that we had, you can go to www.startupmasters.tv or www.moneymasters.tv. And we look forward to seeing you next time on Money Masters.